I'm recording now. Good morning, everyone. For people who have just arrived, welcome back to Autonomous Learning, week number 13. We will be talking about the importance of the teacher in terms of autonomy. We will be talking about, a reflection about this. Some people will present their infograms in the class, maybe 2 or 3, no more than that. 5 will create a video for next class of that infogram, but not everybody, don't worry. But the objective mainly will be talking about friendly environments in terms of learning, but how to construct a learning portfolio. We will create it in the coming 2 weeks. So something important to consider before we start here. I have in my folder some documents that you send me. I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna send it to the WhatsApp. One of them is a diagnostic. I don't know if you can see it. Don't worry about the name. But it's a diagnostic you created in class, of course, autonomously, individually. I'm going to have to send you a picture today. The monitor is going to help us a lot with the WhatsApp because I'm going to send you 2 things today. One, this diagnostic, which was already done in class, and the correction of your, can you see? Can you see? My what? My learning profile. My learning profile. So I'm going to send you some corrections. I do it by hand. So I'm going to take the picture. Okay, for example, this is AMS. So AMS has to receive both things. You are going to take pictures of this for next class. This is part of the portfolio, okay? The portfolio has different parts, but I'm going to give you the instruction of just start consulting what a learning portfolio is. Next Monday, I will show you the model, the format, like a sample, una muestra, un formato. So you will just adapt it. It's like collecting the things that you have done through the semester. Okay? Now I'm gonna start by showing you some important info, image here. This is just to make fun a little bit about the language you are learning. And the person that is reading here aloud with me can help me. I don't know if Laura, one of the 2 Lauras are ready. After I present this reflection, it takes 2 minutes. You can start presenting your infogram. So I can make you co-host and you share your screen. Or you send the picture to the, I don't know, because it was an infogram. Let me know. Laura. But another volunteer, please. Who help me?
Teacher, yes.
Okay, let's finish the time of reflection about teaching and the environment. And then we listen to Laura Michelle. Is that okay? Well, somebody who's a teacher now, who was it, please? Read this info and say something about that. Somebody.
Nico, todo, que yo no haya que me botar nada.
Nico, todo.
Actually,
Esteban, thank you. Just
yeah.
read it.
Read. All right. Actually, this picture is so funny because it's I don't know who said that in English. I guess that's the same. Maybe, yeah.
In the Ark of Noe, maybe. It's fun because, okay. Let me read Magdalene and then you continue. It is fun because in the image we can see a reality that sometimes we have very few. Our English is not perfect English. Our English will be marked by our Hispanic Latin accent for many years. At least we live in the UK or in the United States. That has something to be clear in our learning English. Somebody else, Esteban, maybe you want to read it, or you think, is it your English like that?
Yeah, because as English learners is something that happened to maybe everyone.
Okay. If you ask this teacher, what accent do you have? It's a mixture of my English teachers were basically American teachers, but I have also some expressions of British, but English is standardized English with a lot of Hispanic, Colombian, Latin accent. And I'm not like shy to say that, afraid to say that. Okay, cool, thank you, Esteban. I checked your attendance already. I'm not late because of your participations. Okay, please guys, use the chat a lot, okay? What do you think about this image in terms of, in relationship to learning, autonomy, and friendly environments? Ambientes amigables, amistosos. ¿Mm? Ah, Laura, Sharon, okay, okay, look here. Buddy, use the chat. Sergio, maybe? Serginho, no? You're going to say something? Buddy? I read the chat. Exact, teacher. Can be difficult to speak with an accent. Ah, okay. That's different about the previous one, about accents. But about this one, reflection number one, you won't always work with kids. In the case for those who are preparing yourselves to be teachers, your population won't always be children. Sometimes you will have to eventually work with adults. And this is kind of, I'm showing you, you don't need a lot of technology, you don't need like, well, these days is different, but I'm trying to show you here interaction, you know, they're having kind of fun. Let's say that it's a friendly environment. So maybe they can learn something, okay? We are not sure about who the teacher is. Yes, can we know? Maybe they are self-regulated, older students learning to work as a team. Yeah, that is the next step. How you put all this theory of autonomy to the society, to the team, to the others. All right, yeah, sure. Sometimes you will be younger than your students. Yeah, good reflection. Anybody else to say about this? About autonomous work, independent work? Daniel? No? Kenya, okay, I listen to Kenya and then I present the last info. Inclusion, yeah, very good word, my friend. I'm going to use it in the next slide. Of the principle of UNESCO, something in which they are mentioning the principles of a friendly environment to learn, inclusion. Regardless the age, you teachers have to keep on learning all your life. In this case, it's Suggestipedia. Oh yes, because Christian evidently paid attention and he knows something about music. So maybe they are using music to induct the activity or to have the activity. Thank you very much. Yes, you're right. And this one, those are the characteristics that the UNESCO in a document, I can show you the document later, but in this like 10-year ago document, old 10-year-old time, you can include what, because my friends, the homework in this moment for next class, I'm going to create a space, something kind of easy, okay? I'm going to create a space in the Moodle and you will have to upload a recording. Teacher, but this is not English class. Yeah, this is English class. You need to share your pronunciation too. But no, it's not also speaking, but summarizing. The recording is going to be 1 or 2 minutes. Please, the person that is speaking, switch your microphone off. Be attentive of that. Don't let me know that you just put the click and you're attentive or concentrated. So, I don't have to mute you. Try to put some of those concepts about this document, how a classroom or how an environment can be friendly, can be inclusive. You got it? And it's based on values, the humanity of the value, the values of the human, that is. Includes all the children, protects, is culturally sensitive, promotes healthy lifestyles and citizenship participation. The learning is very relevant, but the children are the most important. Families, teachers, and communicators are involved in the learning. This is just a model of how to create a classroom that is friendly. The theory of autonomy to create your teaching philosophy. I'm going to explain it later, but this is the homework. In one recording of 1 or 2 minutes, you are going to take the forums information, this diagram, maybe what Laura Michelle explains. You're going to take the information of those 2 classes and you're going to construct a recording about your teaching philosophy. Okay, no, teacher, I'm starting to be a teacher. I don't want to be a teacher. Okay, talk to me at the end of the class. I can give you plan B. But I hope that everybody can work on creating 1 or 2 minute recording speaking. Okay, this is my teach. So you will have to create a text, maybe my recommendation, and then you read the text. You don't have to memorize it, of course, because I won't see you. It's just a voice recording. This is the homework. I can explain it later. The idea is that in that homework, you explain your teaching philosophy. You include teaching tu filosofía de enseñanza, no de filosofía en general. Your teaching philosophy. Is it clear? ¿Cuál es tu enseñanza? ¿Cuál es tu postura de enseñanza? ¿Cuál es tu filosofía de enseñanza? So according to, what is the course? Autonomous learning, yes. It's like putting all the concepts, and remember, in this one, you put your profile, your learning profile. Eso se los devuelvo con corrección y con el diagnóstico, para que lo adjunten a su profile, a su portfolio. But the homework is not my learning profile, mi perfil de aprendizaje de aprendiz. No, it's my teaching philosophy. How do I conceive? ¿Cómo concibo? How do I understand teaching for me? So you can create a paragraph, pero no tienen que enviar ningún paragraph because it's an oral activity. Is it clear? So homework, is it? I'm going to create a space in the week number 13 in the Moodle, and you just upload there. Possibilities. Vukaru, yo les recomiendo ahorita en la página de Salvación. Vukaru is very easy to recordings. Maybe you can create an MP3 that is heavy, so send me the drive, or you can create a WhatsApp voice, maybe, some people, and you can send it with the monitor, but let's see, as an exception. And in the Moodle, teacher, this is my reply, sorry. Y ahí en la respuesta en el Moodle, como si fuera un en el foro, hay una opción de grabar voz. So you have to explore that, okay? It's an interactive homework about your voice. And we listen to Laura, and then at the end I can explain the homework again. About the infograms, remember, we're going to see 2 in this moment, and 5 people are going to tell me, teacher, I want that my grade can be evaluated through a video. So 5 people are going to transform their infograms into videos, but not everybody, it's not obligatory. Okay? Remember that voluntarily we go evaluating the grades. And that's it. What else? You use the information in the forums, because I'm going to check this in the coming hour from 10 to 11. I will sit down in the forum to see who participated, to correct something in the grammar, to try to close the forums. Please use the information in the forums to create your teaching philosophy. Porque los foros eran de eso. The teaching environment, how to create autonomous learners and autonomous teachers. Clear so far? Or not? Please. Thank you, Tatiana. But if somebody's lost something, let me know. At the end, I can explain even in Spanish if you want. It's time to listen to. Ahora, let me open the file. Maybe I'll appear in a minute. All right. You can start exploring on your cell phone, or if you have the computer, Vukaru with V, Vukaru, double O. It's easy to manage. You put my email and it arrives to my email. I get it. Chat, and I start with the presentation. All the situations give us something to learn, easy or difficult. Good, Kenya. Now. Ideal teaching environment. So it's a PDF. I'm gonna download it in my desktop, but then I'll tell you what to do, Laura Michelle. You have a few minutes just to present it. Wait a minute. I'm with you in a second. Just be patient, everybody. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. All right, it's coming in 30 seconds. Any questions, anybody, the rest of you, about what you have to do in this?
Teacher, but I
Yeah.
need share my screen.
No, I'm opening the document for you. Yeah, or what else?
This is not my document.
Ah, you put it was you. Ah, okay, so let me make you co-host. Oh, easy. And you just share it. I don't see you. Laura Michelle, right?
Yes.
Oh, no, wait. You're gonna be the host. Pero es que este los lunes nos mama gallo. Tienes que volver a hacer host después, porfa, Laura. Now you can share it. It's your time. It's your show. I'll be on camera making some. Yeah.
I think that you give the host. You gave the host to Laura Alejandra.
Yes. Es que, profe, las dos vamos a exponer y ambas somos Laura. Entonces creo que...
Yeah, beautiful Spanish. I got it. Let me change it. So Laura, Alejandra, you have to make Laura Michelle host. This is the problem with the Zoom on Mondays. Este salón no tiene esa pestaña cerrada, el host y co-host. Entonces Laura, haz por favor Laura Michelle host y Laura Michelle, you start. Or Laura Alejandra, you start. Don't waste time, please. Just wanna see you, listen to you for a few minutes. Infograms. What do I do? Wait. Okay. To be patient issue.
Okay. Bueno, this is my infographic. And in my infographic, I decided to put how do you say citas? About the authors of the reading.
Okay, you say quotes, just say quotes. I am just making some gestures like blah, blah, blah. But when I need to tell you something, I open my microphone. You say quotes, como citas, quotes.
Thank you, quotes. Okay, I think the teachers really need to reflect deeply on his own approach to very basic essays in language learning and teaching to create a healthy learning environment, because it's very important for the students and the teacher.
Can we see it please bigger? Because I'm getting distracted with all the things that you have on top, all the windows,
Okay.
mini windows, tab. So you just click on the three or something, expand it so you can have all the attention on the screen. And for the next people who are coming,
Okay,
take your time.
I don't know.
Janelle Monacid, are you going to say something or user?
I don't know.
El que dice user, lo sacamos, porfa, es que si no se identifica. Who's user? Three? User. Wait a minute. Yep.
Teacher.
Cambies el nombre, el que dice user, si no. Yeah. I'm waiting, what happened? User. ¿Se cambia o lo sacamos?
I am user.
Ay, pero dice ay, yo no sé quién es ahí. Camera or something.
Linar
Photo. Ah, okay, please change your username or something because I will have to kick you out of my classroom. You know all the things? I'm checking that I know all the people here, even if you don't appear, but the requirement is appearing on camera. So Laura Alejandra, last chance. Are you opening your camera and are you presenting it? 3, 2,
Okay.
yeah. And you have only 2 minutes to conclude your ideas. I know what you are trying to explain, but come on, quickly.
Okay. And about the text, many teachers saw the development of learner autonomy as a primary change that will take place with their learners. And for me, it's important to create a section where the teachers is in charge and taking account their necessities of the students, obviously, according to the needs of her particular learners, for example, their age, their level of competence, their expectations, and the target languages, and others. And I think it's very, very important and necessary. Teachers use different ways of supporting her learners' choices and decisions instead of spending time checking what they had done or rated what they had not done for the very good environment of learning. And I put this, the teacher needs to reflect even more, since it is up to her to build learning environments that make meaningful learning possible by Houghton 90.
My friend, you have 1 minute. Don't feel bad because I'm going to give you some comments and feedback. We are learning. But please, in 1 minute, summarize. Don't read what you have on the infogram, please.
I don't read. The infogram is different, but the I say different things about the infogram. And it is, I think, the good environment for learning is when the teacher and the students are in a good way and they have a very good relation for the final result. They need to improve their skills or a final a final accord for autonomy about students and the good way of teaching of teachers.
Laura Alejandra, okay, some comments, you know, I can, the favor I asked you, maybe you didn't pay attention or you didn't know how to do it. I got distracted with all the info that I have on the screen. I just need the screen on the infogram. Can you please expand it? 3, 2, 1. You don't know how to?
I don't know. Yes.
You have 3 points on top, or you have some square symbol, but
I don't see.
Arribita hay otros marcadores. You are learning. This is for everyone because next person is gonna do it better. What is your picture? You see, there are 3 dots. Otros marcadores. Your picture, arriba de la barra.
Es que se ve muy diferente así. O sea, cuando uno está compartiendo pantalla se ve distinto.
Beautiful Spanish, friend. Bueno, el que estás viendo ahí, ese no es el menos. El otro, el que tiene un cuadrito. El de arriba, el de más. El otro.
¿Este?
My friend, yes. Bueno, arriba de la barra hay 3 punticos alrededor de tu foto. Para todos, porfa, es la manera de presentar el infogram. We're learning. Today is training day, okay? Take it easy. Next week are gonna be like perfect. So you were supposed to create a PDF or something, so it was faster. Pero es que arriba, si quieres dejar de compartir y abres ahí. Arriba de tu picture hay 3 punticos, ahí. Ahí se pone el cuadrito, ahorita en pantalla grande. This is something technical. And my friend, too much text. Your infogram has too much text. For the other people, analyze that. I know many people did your work, and I know what you're talking about. Some, like a few of you, are lost. Infogram, what do I have to do? What I want you to do is start mixing what we are learning here, the way that she presented it. Sadly, I didn't see her on camera, and there is not a solid reason, so I cannot give her a 5. You know, to have a 5 in my class is kind of easy, but I need to see you speaking. There was kind of problems or issue with the microphone, so you will have to fix it, sorry. But your infogram has a lot of text, and it's not like easy to see. In one image, the idea is not to roll and roll and roll. I told you, try to collect it in one image, that we can collect it later in one JPG, this type of format. Maybe Laura Michelle, something different you are going to present, or it's almost the same? So I can give you the 5 minutes.
Yes, teacher, I want to present.
Okay, try. And I want to know in this moment, besides Laura and Laura Michelle, 5 5 infograms that are going to be converted into YouTube videos. Remember, in 2 minutes, the idea is that you appear speaking, not on the camera at the back reading, but speaking spontaneously about this. Please let me know in the chat 5 people who would like to transform the homework for today, the infogram, into a YouTube video. Only 5. Let me know in the chat. And Laura, are you ready?
Yes, teacher, but I don't have the host.
So Laura Alejandra, please. You are the one who has to do it.
Now you're the.
I am again. I am again.
Yes,
Oh
I'm the
yes, I
host.
see it. Yep. You see, 5 people are going to transform this into a video. Next class, I expect that 3 people present their infograms with cameras. No cameras, sorry, you don't present it. This is the thing. Or create a video. And now, what I'm going to do is, Laura, I don't see you, Laura. Yeah, sorry. Laura Michelle. No, it's not co-host. I am going to make you host. Do it.
Okay. Okay. Teaching environment versus autonomy. Well, the place of students is that the students take charge about their responsibility and their learning. But what is autonomy? Is when the student is take charge about about they're totally responsible for all decisions about his learning and implementations of those decisions. Which is the place of autonomy in teaching? Well, according to Little, learner autonomy didn't imply any particular mode of practice. It depends upon the quality of pedagogical dialogue between teachers and learners. Proactive versus reactive autonomy learners. Proactive, individually and set up directions. And in the case of reactive autonomy learners, it's not create its own directions, but when has initiated, learners organize their resources autonomously. Next is critical reflection. The autonomous learner depends of an autonomous teacher, especially when the student has the need to reflect in their abilities and why when they do something. Well, I chose for I know none that I consider that are important. The first is make instruction goals clear to learner, clear direction, make sure that the learner has understood the instruction. The second is allow learners to create their own goals. It is a good way to make the students participate their own learning. The third is help learners identify their own this word is wrong, is preferred.
2 minutes. Try in 2
and
minutes
strategies.
to conclude in 2 minutes.
Okay, and the last is encourage students or motivate to become teachers in order to the students assume more responsibility about their own group And why learn autonomy? Because learner autonomy implies focus on learning, is optimal for undifferentiation. This prepared to lifelong learning and support and develop self-esteem and self-respect and a result respect for others. Thank you, that's all.
Well, thank you. My comments would be like the same. Too much text and you were reading that text. The idea of an infogram, I can see images, of course, and big titles in a different color. But let's see, for the people who are creating the video or for the people who are presenting their infograms, remember, 3 next class and 5 can send me the video. So you can get this individual work, you get that grade. But in this case, Laura and Laura, maybe I can stay with you two at the end to try to give you a comment or if you agree on a grade that I'm giving you, but I know this grade can be higher. Basically, the comments I'm telling you for the rest of the infograms that I haven't seen, that you have read but I haven't seen. Key words, images, but I don't want to see a lot of text, and during your presentation or your video, I don't want you to read the same info. Just try to give paraphrase with a different word, with different alternatives, synonymous word. But I guess this is the idea of the infogram. Remember, this infogram, the oral part is 1%, but the infogram goes inside the portfolio, the learning portfolio. Teacher and the rest of the people, be patient, because I know today we have 2. I know 5 videos and 3 next class. How much is that? 10 people. You understand? 10 people are speaking about this. And the others, eventually, some people will present their teaching philosophy, some people will present their portfolio, some people will give a reflection of the course, you know? You will have your 5 minutes of fame, of show on camera or on video. And this is the individual work. Okay, Paula, thank you. You're gonna be number 1. Sorry if you was private, but you can be number 1, and the others, privately or in the public, you can write, I want to create a video. Juliana, number 2, there it is. Remember, it's a 2-minute video, very creative, like images, but the important is that you are on camera, that you are speaking. You can read a little bit, you don't need to memorize a lot, but speaking spontaneously. I wanna see your gestures. Is it clear? Kenya, 3, and there it is. Let me see. So it is in the recording, but also the monitor can put it in the chat maybe. So we have, wait a minute. Paula, Juliana, Sarai, Lisette, and Kenya. Got it? Those 5 people will speak about this, about the infogram. And that is 10, along with this. The rest of the class, next class, I will tell you what to do. Okay, 5% teach philosophy, 5 do this, and so on, so on. Everybody has like balance, same account of work. Clear so far? Any complaints or you don't agree with the ideas that I'm telling you about the infogram? Am I being fair or unfair? What do you think? Before we go, I want to show you I want you to see the Moodle. A general comment about that, about the forum. Because remember, you're going to use that information of the forum and the books that, for example, Laura explained from David. David who? Little, yes. Y el otro es David. Se me confundo. Yeah, with David Little about teaching philosophy. This is pretty much the homework. You have to use the information you put on the chats. And I'm done with this. Laura Alejandra, Laura Michelle, remember to stay at the end for any questions or something. And what is maybe your solid reason for not appearing on camera? You too? Okay, because you were the 2 first today. But the others, video or camera, you need to be on there. And the Moodle, yes, that's what I wanted to show. The credentials again. 1 second. Is it clear what you have to do, please? Number 1, I'm going to put it in the whiteboard so you can take a picture of it. Number 1, create your teaching philosophy. Number 2, wait during today or this week, wait for the correction of this, my profile and the diagnostic so you can include it in your portfolio. You're going to, this is like the second part of the homework. Start making a consult about what a learning portfolio is. Examples, there are hundreds in Google. So you can start thinking, the only requirement for everybody is not a PowerPoint. Okay? Antes de que les muestre el Moodle. Does anybody remember? Because last class I explained, when is the deadline? When is the date to present or to send the digital portfolio? Because it has to be digital, not PowerPoint, different resources. When? I know you remember in last class, I put it in the screen, I gave you week number, estamos en la 13. If we are in week 13, the portfolio is for when? Can anybody let me know? Please. You don't know? No idea? Just a second here. I'm comfortable. Yeah. Can we conclude week number 12? Did you accomplish with the objective? Let's say, did you reflect as future teachers or about the teachers in your experience, how they have influenced you to be autonomous or not? If you want to retake the class, last class, there it is. And the last thing, remember to use the text for your teaching philosophy. It's the same material. You can take what ideas work for you and what elements from the blue diagram, remember, there are like 7 or 9 keywords, how you can include them in your teaching philosophy. Last part, I'm going to show you something in the forum, and that's it. Questions? I'm about to conclude the recording like in 5 minutes. Did you have issues of internet or something? Start telling me. You can go now, you can leave. But
I have a question, teacher.
Wait a minute. I see a lot of threads, you know, como hilos. What I have to do in this moment, I told you, I'm going to sit down now to reply, to conclude the forums. Sorry to take Edgar Esteban's example. It's nothing personal. Just wanted to see, because he has 2 replies to all replicas. Even today at 9:43, it's part of the class, it's okay. So one gives it to him, and the other Juan Diego. Option B, okay, if you want to work by pairs, why don't you two, for example, Juan Diego and Edgar Esteban, you create on the recording, eso sí no es de video, solo voz. You create a recording, like a kind of dialogue about your teaching philosophies. So it's like a 3-4 minute recording, or individually, 1 minute. In 1 minute, you put this info you have in the case. If I were you, I would go to the other forums, you know, and I would steal the ideas. Of course, making the references. This is mentioned by Benson, and this, according to David Little, you put it, but it's a concrete. You don't have to send me or share text. I want to clarify this. Don't send me an email with texts about your teaching philosophy. Your teaching philosophy will be a voice recording, okay?